So, good run by him, could have gone down.
Lovely feet.
Almiron. Donnarumma's parried it out. Newcastle lead through Isak. 24 minutes gone. But if they win here, it will be one of the greatest victories in their history. And they're ahead.
Newcastle, they've looked confident. They've not been scared to push men forward when they've had the chance. And Donnarumma's a top quality keeper to push it back into the danger area. That's not great from him, but Newcastle, he's...
This would take them above Newcastle in the table. Mbappe levels. PSG 1, Newcastle United 1. The relief is tangible. He wants to go on for a winner. And Newcastle United, crestfallen having done so much. 1-1, dramatic night. Hugely controversial, the penalty.
Okay. That's a great break, and Bernardo Silva comes out for Grealish, who smacks Manchester City into the lead.
Forward to make a difference.
And he's doing what Akanji was doing, and he's opened them up. And Grealish this time looking to be the provider. And Haaland.
We've seen him involved, he hasn't had a sniff.
Possibility for Barcola, who cuts it back. And
he's lifted his head. He's not kept his head down and just gone.
It's Vitinha. Oh, it's hit the bar, and the rebound tucked in by Barcola. Back of the net.
Well, PSG's response to going to...
Taken by Vitinha, and there is worse to come. It's João Neves at the back post.
He's on his toes, and that is not...
They're counting the seconds down, the Paris fans. Oh, and there could be something else to cheer here. There is. Gonzalo Ramos. They are checked. How did it get to Gonzalo Ramos? And it's given as a goal. It's wonderful for Ramos. It wraps it up at the board.
Positives and frustrations for Paris Saint-Germain. Darwin Núñez causing consternation here. And Harvey Elliott. Oh! Extraordinary! What an entrance! Harvey Elliott strikes for Liverpool with what may well be his first touch.
Front line, they're in business.
That's a more than reasonable ball for Barcola, and Dembele continues his run, and Ibrahim Konate gets there initially, but Dembele scores! The first to step forward. Slowly, but just about surely. Just about.
But he crept up to that ball there.
Well, who would you rather trust with the first one? And Salah delivers, of course.
Brilliant penalty. Donnarumma doesn't even move for that.
With this moment in mind. Into it cold, but ice cool.
Very good penalty. As I mentioned, see that a lot nowadays in modern football.
And Donnarumma makes the save. It's firmly advantage Paris.
Well, his teammates, big advantage to Paris if Dembele converts.
Oh, ice cool again. That was perfect from a player at the peak of his powers. then Paris Saint-Germain can clinch it with the next kick. Pressure penalty for the Scouser. And Donnarumma denies him. And Paris Saint-Germain on the brink. Desiree Doué to settle it. And settle it he does! They've defied the Anfield atmosphere. They've created history.
Won it and tries to spark something. Rashford, Tielemans, can he pull it back? He's got it across, and Rodgers has got it in! Vitinha. Here's Doué. Into a shooting position! Oh, that's wonderful! Special goal from a very special young talent. Back to Hakimi. Fabian Ruiz finds Kvaratskhelia. Hakimi's furthest forward. Kvaratskhelia. Oh, he's got it away! What a goal! What a player! The Georgian genius gives PSG the lead. In McGinn. Dembele has other ideas. Oh, and he's broken the lines. What a chance! What a goal! It really is a. From Pau Torres, he's managed it. Torres played it straight to his goalkeeper, and it's in. Hakimi following up. PSG. The room Barcola's got. Look at the space for Dembele. Look at the danger to Aston Villa. Dembele. Nuno Mendes. He's done it again. As at the end of the first leg. Rashford. It's come back to Tielemans. It's in. And he went it off Petra. Villa have won. They need 3 more. The likes of Ancelotti, Blanc, Tuchel, Pochettino, Galtier all had huge backing. Luis Enrique looks the most likely of all. As McGinn drives forward for Villa. Oh my goodness me! That is outstanding. It's mind-blowing to have the belief to do that when your team needed it most. It's Bash gets there to find him again. Rashford's in the mood again. Breezes his way in. Consa scored now. The wind is with Villa.
Up at the board.
Timber with his eyes laser focused on the ball, and Paris Saint-Germain have the lead, and Dembele has scored after only 3 minutes play. It's a brilliant finish by Dembele. Partey's clearing header, Fabian Ruiz, it did well. Trossard goes on and is allowed to go on, and it deflects to Saka, and Saka can score for Arsenal.
Long diagonal from Vicario, and it's bouncing dangerously and off the bar and in! Spurs in front! Mickey van der Ven was quickest to react, and Tottenham Hotspur have the lead against all-conquering Paris Saint-Germain. And they've not picked up at the far post, and it's in for a second for Spurs. Christian Dembele, great ball, well defended by Romero. Turned around the corner by Vitinha, and that's a good try and an excellent goal to breathe life. Hakimi tickled on for Dembele, dangerous ball, it's in! Paris level! What a turnaround from the... And has only just come onto the pitch. Solanke steps up first against Lucas Chevalier, and Solanke, great penalty. No rustiness there from Spurs centre forward. Terrific strike from Solanke. Small run-up. Portugal against Spain in the Nations League final. Can he do it in the Super Cup? Vitinha. Oh, it's wide. Sent Vicario the wrong way, but sent the spot kick the wrong way. Spurs from that club. Can he do the business for them on Italian turf here? Bentancur against Chevalier. Brilliant penalty again. Two really authoritative strikes from Spurs, and they have the ascendancy in the shootout. Oh, this is terrific. Thumping penalty. Another who scored his in the shootout at Liverpool in March. Ramos, straight down the middle, and it does the job for Paris Saint-Germain, and he has a couple of words for the Spurs fans behind that goal. So Van der Ven, who opened the scoring to keep Spurs in the driving seat. Van der Ven saved! Chevalier down to his left and gets the right contact on it. Who is seen as the favourite to win the Ballon d'Or. Can he win the battle with Vicario? He can. Elegantly swept home by Ousmane Dembele, and we're all square. Conventional run-up. Looks as though he may have been taken in. Tell stops and puts it wide. Well, Chevalier had gone the wrong way, but Tell didn't make anything of the 25 yards out. Can he deliver from 12 yards here? Lee Kang-in sends it in, and Paris are within touching distance now of the Super Cup. Post penalty alive in the Super Cup. Pedro Porro scores quite brilliantly. Shrugged off all the pressure there, Porro. And now Paris have to do the business themselves to get over the line. Mendes for Luis Enrique's side. Looks like a short run-up. Mendes scores, and Paris win the Super Cup. The Champions League winners are victorious against the Europa League victors, and they have shown the spirit and quality of all-conquering champions.
And the teammates are there. And the super team from the Parc des Princes has won the Super Cup. And we say congratulations to Paris.
PSG.
Dembele with the penalty, Pope makes the save!
Wow. Well, you take your pick, you anticipate, and he guessed brilliantly, Nick Pope.
Ball loses out. And here's the mercurial Kvicha Kvaratskhelia, the Georgian international, starting on the right. Here's Vitinha! What a superb strike from Paris Saint-Germain's number 17. Classy and clinical. No saving that one by Nick Pope. Inside the first 8 minutes, Paris Saint-Germain 1, Newcastle 0. That came off Marquinhos. There's Voltamada, and there's the equaliser. Joe Willock stoops to equalise in first half added time. What a brilliant moment for Willock, who has his first goal in the Champions League.
To the back post, Korobwani back in the middle. Charlison is there, that's a good goal. That's a really well worked goal, and Tottenham lead in the 35th minute. Super goal. Chantini's there again, this time he buries it. It's 1-1 just before the break. Crucial time for Paris Saint-Germain to level.
I said earlier, Spurs had retreated.
High delivery this time, looking for Richarlison around the back post. He got the touch on Gray, top the line, and then thumped it. Tottenham lead, saw from close range. Oh, it's very quick to come out at him, especially Romero. Coutinho, oh, he's done it again. Second time in the game, Coutinho's ball. That's risky, played out by Romero. It's a chance for PSG and absolutely buried. Fabian Ruiz made Tottenham pay. Sloppy, playing out from the back. And swing away from the corner kick, it's loose. And it's buried. It's another one. Paco up from the back. There, gave it away. Olamouani. He's driven in another. What an extraordinary game. PSG 4, Tottenham 3. And get his hat-trick. Wrong foot, Vicario. Paris Saint-Germain get a 5th goal.
Good ball across, teed up and into the back of the net. Brilliantly worked goal, Bradley Barcola. Bring across towards the far side, and Fernandez sending it in to Malo Gusto. 1-1. Chelsea's French fullback scores in Paris to level the counter-attacking football. Dembele is going to go for this one alone, and Dembele scores. Sensational break. Doué, Pedro Neto steaming into the penalty area. Great chance, 2-2. Enzo Fernandez. Sharp, quick, direct. Neto to Fernandez. No chance, Safanov. Fofana managing to keep Barcola at arm's length. Oh, it's given away by Jorgensen. Here's a chance. Kvaratskhelia, Vitinha! What an absolute gift of a goal for Paris Saint-Germain. Given away by Chelsea's goalkeeper, Philippe Jorgensen. And he's paid a very, very big price. Vitinha restores the Parisians' lead at 3-2.
Well, we must have said it about 6.
Vitinha. 5 more minutes plus added time. 5 goals on the night so far. Kvaratskhelia goes searching for a goal. Oh, and he's found it! Sensational! It's a wonder strike, a thunderbolt from Kvaratskhelia. And Paris Saint-Germain have a little bit of daylight here now. 4-2 over Chelsea. And suddenly Chelsea backpedaling their advantage here, and it is number 5, and it's Kvaratskhelia again. And Paris Saint-Germain are really dreaming. It turned out that it had just been forgotten, and now there's real pressure, and Kvaratskhelia is in. And
Mamadou Sarr on his champion. Caicedo losing his way in midfield. And Warren Zaire-Emery waiting for the appearance of Hakimi on the right. Look at the space. Hakimi into Barcola! 2-0! Absolutely lethal. Chelsea ripped apart there. 2 goals inside the opening quarter of an hour. And Barcola, who scored the first. Scalia for PSG, sending it into Hakimi. Mayulu! 3-0.
It on to Ousmane Dembele. Dembele skips through, is half dispossessed. Doué, oh, dip it! Paris Saint-Germain take the lead. Doué's shot must have taken a deflection because it dipped horribly over the top of Mamardashvili. It was a crazy It's a lovely ball. Kvaratskhelia in on goal and scores. Liverpool unpicked. Kvaratskhelia doubles. Paris Saint-Germain's advantage. Kvaratskhelia in the middle. Dembele onto his left. Oh, what a goal! Ousmane Dembele surely sends the European champions into the semi-final. It's a it went astray. Kvaratskhelia to Barcola, who's in on goal, lays it square, and Dembele puts it in the back of the Liverpool net. The icing on the cake for the European champions.
And Saka's going to join him here. It is Kai Havertz, who has hit a screamer into the roof of the net. Ousmane Dembele, perfect. A Paris. Gonzalo Ramos thumps it in. That's sure enough. That might calm a few nerves. First penalty, always. Arsenal's big, wrestling, bustling centre forward. The moment of his life. And Gyökeres scores.
Well, you don't have a penalty record like his if you want to panic, do you, really? And that was a...
To a mighty calm. Mighty calm. How good was that?
As good as it gets, really.
Eze has dragged it. Nasty moment to their defence. Mendes and Rosses! A thunderous response.
Wow.
And
and now the burden is on his shoulders. Declan Rice levels it up. A player you just never doubt.
Well, that's what I'm talking about. It's hard and it's low. It's in a difficult place for a goalkeeper to get down. I'm not sure it's actually right in the corner, but because it's so hard.
Fit in time for this final, in time for this moment. And he's thumped it in. Martinelli into the roof. There's no better penalty than that penalty. To be taken by the substitute Beraldo. At the point on the day where you dare not fail. Beraldo does not fail. And he heaps the pressure now on Arsenal.
Well, I don't want to be too critical of a goalkeeper, but when we see the replay,
seemingly unbreakable. Has he the poise? Gabriel fires into the Budapest sky, and Paris Saint-Germain are champions again. The champions of France, Paris Saint-Germain.
Great reflexes there from the Villa keeper. They're coming again though. Doué, Kvaratskhelia! It's a cracker from Kvaratskhelia once again. Last season's player of the season in the Champions League. Rifles Paris in front in the Super Cup.
What a goal. He's taken 20 minutes for Paris to create a clear-cut opportunity. And it had to be that man, Kvaratskhelia. Outstanding in last season's champion.
McGinn. McGinn. Nacho again, peeling away and scoring this time! Sensational from the 17-year-old to draw Villa level against the European champions. To me, the flag will stay down for now against Doué, and Doué puts it in, and now the flag does go up, and have to say from here, lets us know that it's going to be overturned. I think it is a goal, and Paris are back in front. Desiree Doué has done the job for the European champions, who re-establish their advantage against Aston Villa once more.
Marquinhos lifts the Super Cup. It's retained by Paris Saint-Germain. The European champions win yet another trophy, and now they can concentrate.